Hello everyone, it's Meg. How is everyone doing? I am doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. Welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft survival series. I have a lot to do today, so much to do. So today my plan is going to be working on some interiors because I haven't really been doing hardly any interiors really up to this point in my series. That's probably what I'm going to be doing the entire episode, but before I do go into that, let me just quickly read off a suggestion. I think I did mention to you before that some of these suggestions I might not get around to right away, but I did get this new one from the Simus9. Thank you for suggesting I build a dwarf style mine, which would be awesome. You know, it would be really cool if I had a dwarf section and an elf section. Well, technically I'm building like an elven city. It would be really cool if I built a dwarven city somewhere, but you know, one thing at a time. That would be a whole nother project, but it would be a really neat idea. So I went ahead and wrote it down just so I have it in the back of my head. Not that I'm actually gonna get around to doing it, right, doggy? Okay, so let's go ahead and walk this way. Just ignore this really ugly AFK fish farm that has been there since forever, and it's really unsightly, and I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of it because I haven't used it in a while, but there it is. I have been working on adding some more houses to this town. As you can see, I've built some houses in the side of this mountain. Now the funny thing is, all of these houses share the same interior because this mountain is so small. So currently there is only one entrance to get to all of these. I may come up with some other entrance ideas, but for now there's just the one entrance up there, and I was working on these in a live stream, so thanks to all of you who helped me design these in the live stream. That was a lot of fun. And hello, Mr. Chicken. How you doing? Have a nice swim? So the plan for this episode is to try to get as much of the interior done for all of the buildings I have so far. So technically I have that one there, I have all of those houses in the mountain, which technically count as one, and then I have these little houses here. Now some of these have some things like, well, that doesn't really count as an interior. They're all pretty much empty. So I would like to add something into them so it actually looks like people live here. It would be nice to get some villagers in here too eventually. I've also been hard at work working on my forest. You probably can't tell from here actually because most of the trees I've been adding were in that direction, but it's very slowly coming together. If I get that forest done before I make this a world download, I would be so lucky because it's so big. I feel like it's only halfway done at this point. And just a little disclaimer, I'm not very good at interiors, so I'm probably going to run out of ideas of what I'm going to be doing really quickly, but let me just give you a quick walkthrough here without anything. So you got this little room up here. This is like where you can look out over the whole area. That's kind of nice. And then this goes down this little narrow staircase. Then it goes down into this room. Then this goes down into another room that's a little bit bigger. And then this goes up into a final room. And each room is a little bit different in color. And I did get the ceilings and the walls and the floors all in place, I just have to furnish it. So, this is what we're working with, and I did gather a whole bunch of things, so let me just see if I can figure out what goes where. First thing I'm going to try doing is making a little planter, so let's just put a composter down, and then I'm going to fill this thing up all the way. Let it get like that, just keep it like that, and then we're going to put a fence on top. I don't like how it's connecting to the wall. But you know what? We could just pretend those are branches. We could just be creative with it. And where did my other blocks go? And then we can just like put a couple of oak leaves on top of that and we have a planter. Very nice. Since this first room doesn't really have much of a purpose other than just being like a little entryway, I guess I can just put a little table over here. We're gonna try it like that and then put a lantern sitting on it maybe. And then maybe put a painting up there. I have lots of paintings, so that's not a painting. Where are my paintings? I have lots of paintings, not that one, not that one. I guess we're gonna have to use a small one. That works. It would be kind of nice to have extra plants and stuff, but I don't know what planters. I could use spruce trapdoors, I suppose. But I'm gonna be using that for lots of things. Maybe we could just add an extra shelf or two, or maybe even more paintings. I don't know, let's see. Why don't we get a, you know what I'm going to do instead of that? I'm probably overthinking this. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. Sure. We're just going to do a wall of paintings like that. Why not? So, and we can leave this crafting table here, not the shulker box. We can leave the crafting table there, and that's probably good enough. I am really not the best at this, so up here, oh, it looks like we do need to switch out the floor up here, and I don't have the blocks with me, but we can do that later. First, let me do another lantern coming from the middle, because I love the lanterns. I don't know if I want to do anything for these windows. Haven't really decided about that or thought about it. I guess they're fine for now. What do you think? Maybe up here could almost be like a little conservatory or somewhere where they keep plants. So let's just put a few plants here or there. Let's see, I've got a few things we can put around. We could do something like that. Maybe put little planters along the side somewhere. I don't have very many flowers with me, but I guess we'll use these cornflowers for now and make a little potted plant over there. I do have some vines though. I wonder if I could use those. Oh, I have an idea. What if I did a hanging pot right here? And I don't necessarily have to put something inside there like that, but I could do that and then put vines on either side. But I want them to grow off the edge, so maybe what I'll do is this. Oh, I can't open that. We could do something like this and pretend like it's hanging. The only problem is there's a trap door up there, and I can't put an iron bar to make it look like it's hanging. Unless we say that this is on a shelf. I don't know. Like, it's kind of overkill now. There we go. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm going to do instead of that? Let's do, over here I did a barrel for like a little planter. We could do the same thing there. So we've got our barrel. Take those off. Put the vines back. Let's remove this one. So it's going to, the vine's going to grow down on that side. Maybe you can put one there too. And it will be kind of be like a potted plant with vines, and the vines are just kind of draping over. What do you think of that, doggy? And I did add some looms here to look like empty shelves or like little drawers, and we can put buttons on them to make them look like little drawers. Who knows what they have inside of them, but there we go. I think that's good enough for this room. I do have to come back up here and replace this with andesite. I think I ran out of andesite when I was doing the rest of it, and I forgot this room, but this looks good. Alright, this little hallway is very narrow, but I think what I do want to try to do here is put a couple of window seats, so that if you wanted to sit by these windows and look out, that would be something you could do, and put some carpet on top of those, and I think that would look pretty good. We'll just connect them like that, and I just put a trap door in the middle just to kind of break it up a little bit. And I don't know, should we do anything else over in this corner? I do like those little planters I've been doing everywhere with the barrels and with the leaves on top. Those are looking nice everywhere. I guess to fill in this wall, we'll just do a little picture with a couple of item frames on either side. That looks pretty good, I guess. Now down here, we do have a little bit more space. So what I'm thinking we'll do down here is we'll do a little dining table of some kind. Over here, I did kind of start this little bookshelf idea I had going. Actually, what I was going to do, I was going to put a bookshelf right there, and then possibly a potted plant right here. So let's do that, and I have a few dark oak saplings, we'll put another one there. And then we'll do some kind of dining table in the middle. I do have some quartz stairs, so I might just use those instead for chairs. That'll add a little pop of color in here. I don't think I need to add anything else to that though. I might just leave them like that, not put signs or anything on the sides. I think that looks fine. And then on top of this, what can we do? Well, I just realized we can't do anything because these trapdoors are in the way. Unless we bring it down like this and then do something on top of that. But that looks kind of weird. We're gonna have to extend this whole thing out. So let's move it all back this way. Well, actually leave that there. So we'll have to move this whole thing out this way. And then on top, I'll do a couple of those, and then I do have a couple pressure plates. That looks good enough. It would be kind of nice if we could have a little light hanging from here, but I really love this trapdoor ceiling, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'll just leave it as torchlight for now. I honestly don't mind torches sometimes, especially with this setting in an elven city, I think it can be appropriate. So we're just going to leave those here for now. That looks pretty good, and then they can just like walk in here, see all of this masterpiece. Oh, something else I was thinking about doing is on top of these, I guess we could just use a spruce trapdoor here too. Just lower these ends just a little bit so it's not completely flat. I think that looks pretty good. Let's not do that. Why are you doing that? Why is this dog, seriously, why are you falling? I don't even know where you're falling from. That's the most random thing. Over here, I'm gonna do... Okay, let's add one more thing. I feel like this wall is a little blank, so I'm going to do a couple of shelves. And I can't really do anything on top of both of them. I do have some more flower pots, so... And dark oak saplings, of course. So we'll just put another one of those up there. And that'll fill it in okay. I don't know why you keep falling, dog. You must be falling from those stairs up there, but seriously, why? Alright, and going up here, this is where the bedroom is. I don't think I'm going to add too much up here. I do have a lectern if I wanted to add like a little study area, so let's go ahead and put that somewhere. And maybe some chests, I don't know. I do have a cartography table, so perhaps this person is going to be studying a lot of maps. And we'll make this a chair right here. I guess we'll just do one of those great big dining like chairs, but we'll do it here for the desk. Actually, let's move that one block closer. While we're at it, we can go ahead and do a canopy bed. I probably would do a double bed here, but I only have the one, so let's just do a curtain like that. I don't like how it doesn't connect. Maybe we should move it one block over, actually. Alright, this is a little bit closer. I just put some gates there. Not that you're going to be able to see this, but well, let's move that out of the way. And I guess that's the closest we're gonna get to a miniature canopy bed. That looks so pathetic. Oh, and I did have this banner I made. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but basically it's supposed to look like a little mirror. And I saw this trick somewhere, I can't remember where, but I saw it in another video probably somewhere, and I was trying to make my own, and it's kind of a little foggier than I would have liked. But that is my little mirror. Let's go ahead and put a lantern down. Can I put the lantern on top of the chest? I don't think that would work, but can I? No, not really. Can I put it on top of you? Oh, we'll put it in the window. That's fine too. I guess we could do some kind of a closet here because I do have some armor stands somewhere in one of these chests. Here we go. We could do a little closet here. I don't have any extra armor with me, but when we do get some, we could put that here. So technically this whole building is turning into one big house, even though it doesn't look like one house. It looks like multiple houses, but I'm okay with that. Alright, and this is the last area that I haven't added anything to yet. Let's just do some more shelves, because shelves always look nice, especially for tall ceilings like this. I don't know if we want to alternate them a little more, maybe like that. And I do have more pots, but I still, once again, only have some dark oak saplings with me, which is fine. I mean, I can always switch these out later for something else. Just a teeny tiny bit of vines in the corners. There. Okay. And I think that's it for this one. Oh, we got this large blank space. Let's not put such a big painting there, but we can put a smaller one there. Let's see if we can get, ooh, perfect. That's the perfect painting. And I think that's good for this first house. There's just a few little things I've got to fix. Oh dear. Those vines are going to get out of control. Let me see if I can fix these. So I'm going to put a button there to keep it from growing in that direction. And I think that should be good. Now I'm officially done. So now I just need to move on to all of the other houses. This is going to take me a while. So I've been doing quite a bit of work off camera, and I did do a little bit of interiors on some of these other houses. This one isn't much to look at, honestly. Let's just forget that one ever happened because I didn't do anything with that one. But this one, let's walk in here and see what I did. I honestly don't remember. Oh, so I have some beds, banners, bookshelves, some more shelves with plants, a dog. I don't remember why this dog is here. And I don't really know what this is, but I thought it looked cool. And then I was trying out crafting tables for like a weird carpet, so I don't know. But this is the house that's kind of weird, just because it's like a shortcut to get down to the cave down below. So it's not really much of a house, but I wanted to put some furniture in it anyway. So that's the purpose of that building. And then in this one, we've got, this is the house where Hermie lives, but his owner is sadly missing. We do not know where Franklin went. So technically this is Franklin's house. He doesn't have much other than a lot of shelves, drawer space. This is kind of like a little doorway to get into his bedroom. But sadly, yes, Franklin is missing. I don't know where he went. Right now, I just fear the worst. And then we have this building up here, which I really don't know what the purpose of it is, but it's not exactly a house. But I went ahead and just put a bunch of window seats along the sides and lots of plants, hanging plants everywhere. I did fix up the floor. I put this giant hanging potted plant in the middle. It's actually not giant, but it does have a very long cable holding it up. And that's pretty much all I did for this building. It doesn't really have a purpose, it's just a really pretty meeting place of sorts, and of course all of my birds are here too. You actually don't have that many houses then. So if we don't count that as a house, we've got one there. Technically this is all 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. Technically we only have 4 houses in this whole area, even though it looks like a lot more just because I put extra facades up. But they're all connected and then it's all one giant interior. I guess that's okay. Maybe we could find some other spots to fill in some houses. Like all of this is just one house, but it looks like multiple houses. I think it's fine, honestly. As long as it looks like multiples, I think that's fine. Now this wall over here, I do want to do one more thing to it. I think we're going to need to put some vines all over this mountain and maybe even texture it just a little bit. It just looks kind of boring right now with just the stone, and this dirt down here looks a little bit ugly, so I think I'm going to spend some time just texturing this up a bit. Already, I think this looks so much better than it did before. I love vines everywhere. It just makes it look like it's been here for a long time and that these plants have had time to grow all around them, so it looks a little older this way. And I went ahead and added this little lamp here. It's not the most beautiful, but I was just using the blocks that I had on me. Just something to break up all these. I do have a bit of torch spam around here, so just a little something to break up all the torch spam. I would like to come up with a better railing for this, but honestly, you don't really look at it too much from the other side. You're usually only looking at it when you're walking through here, so it's not that bad. But this is what we have for our village. Oh, let's just go ahead and walk through the whole thing, shall we? So that is the back entrance of our library. We have this, which looks like a million houses, but really it's one house. We don't have to tell anyone, it's okay. And then we just walk through here and there are other houses. 3 other houses to be exact. Right now, the only entrance though to get up to those houses is right back here, and this is something that I really need to fix. Those houses way over there, the entrance is actually right here. So you have to walk up here, go behind this little secret passageway along the side, all the way up through here, across the bridge, then into the houses. So I do need to come up with at least another closer way of getting into these houses. That just takes way too long, too much effort to go the long way around. So we're gonna have to figure out a better entrance for this, which won't be hard. I have secret entrances everywhere in this place, but it's just a matter of doing it, which I'm kind of lazy to do right now. I probably will add a couple more houses, but I don't really know where, because I have been working on the forest over there, and there are not going to be too many houses in that direction. I probably will be able to add a couple of houses up here, although I will for sure be adding a larger building that isn't a house. But maybe we could possibly tuck in away a couple houses, maybe along the back wall there, because I do plan on doing a bigger building right here. So that's always another option. I think that will be a good goal for the next episode, actually, to finish up the buildings up here, whether it be 1 or 2, however many there are. And there's going to be a lot of terraforming involved. I'm going to have to dig into the mountain, but it's going to be fun. And then we're going to also fill in this whole area with trees. And then I want it to come all the way up on this mountain too, so we can work on it just a little bit next episode too. Looking back on this whole village, I feel like I should have pre-planned where everything went beforehand. Right now, I'm just kind of slapping stuff wherever it fits, which is not the best way to go about building, so don't do what I do. Just do what I say and pre-plan your stuff long ahead of time. The thing is, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this area once I started building in it, and then once I started, things just kind of developed and just kept adding new things to it. But everyone works differently. I don't know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I would recommend trying to plan your stuff out before just diving in headfirst and building everything. That's why I am struggling right now trying to get everything to fit where it needs to. But I am pleased with how this turned out, in addition to my little raised beds that I've added there. I forgot to mention those, but you saw those already. But that's all for this episode. I would like to get the rest of this village done very soon, so that it will be ready for episode 25 when I do plan on making this world available to you guys. I would like to get most of my pre-planned stuff done by then. We can do it. We got time. Mainly the forest. If I can get the forest done by then, that is a good goal. Anyway, hope you have a great rest of your day or week, or wherever you are in life. Have a great life, and I'll see you next time. Bye!